do you enjoy me as your lecturer? And it was like,
wait, that's what someone named themselves.
Yeah, that's what she. That
no,
was
that was the question she asked.
Yeah.
And you see the graphs after it, yeah? And she puts it up there, and then she's like, my friends told me not to put this up, but I did it anyway. And everyone's looking like, yo, this is going to be peak. Like, she's going to be violated in front of everyone. So I know some people click yes, because they didn't want to face that violation.
Yeah.
67% no, I don't enjoy you as a lecturer, or no, I don't like you, or no thing. 30, yeah.
Why would you
as soon
do
as she did
that?
that, yeah, the graph came on, people laughing, like everyone was like, some people were quiet, shocked. And she looked at it, she's like, oh, well, like you could tell she was hurt. She's hurt. And I was just dying. Because I was like, I was gonna be one of the people that clicked yes to help her out. But I was like, no, this woman needs to learn. She needs to learn.
Christ. You're now tuned in to Sliders Podcast. I'm your host, Hustav. Find out on the pod, but today we're here to find out about someone else. Something else. Who else we got in the studio?
You got your boy Mo, and this is not an episode of The Flash or Arrow. But we are finding out about a hero in our area.
You call him a hero?
Yeah.
Jesus
Facts.
Christ. And who do we have?
Hey, I'm Lawrence. I study computer science at Newcastle University, and I'm in my second year currently, ish.
Okay. That was listen, if you know who this guy is, yeah, we're thankful for that intro that he gave us.
What do you mean?
He could have said the madness, but this is the Ask a Student Computer Science, right?
Yeah.
What it do?
What is computer science?
Well, if you're talking about the subject, it would be the study of computers, I would say. I don't know. What does it entail? If people are asking, I think when I first was looking at universities, I didn't really know what it was. And I wasn't really interested because it kind of seemed like IT. And I wanted to do history originally.
Oh, really?
Yes. Until I actually came to Newcastle. And I remember I was talking to one of the people at the desk talking about computer science, and they really sold it to me. So, like, what do you do in computer science? So what is it? You study...
Oh, sorry. You know what's fine? Miles studies history. I just remembered.
Who?
Miles. We'll have him on to do a history episode.
Miles. Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know much. But yeah, sorry. So they talked to me a bit about it, and so what you do on the course is you study, coding. It's a bit scary for a lot of people, but basically you study different coding languages. Mm-hmm. There's it's a lot of maths, problem solving, and also you study like the software, hardware. To do anything to do with computers.
So why did you pick it? Because you went in wanting to do something else. So what was the main thing that solidified your decision?
So I would probably say, so originally I wanted to do game design because I stream on Twitch. But
do they offer that in Newcastle? You cheeky biscuit. You come to this podcast to answer the questions. Answer the questions.
Basically, but yeah, sorry. So originally I wanted to study. So I was a gamer, right? And I wanted to no. It was like I wanted to study history, but game design I was interested in it, and I was talking to them about it because I kind of just thought it was an IT, and I had nothing. IT just isn't very cool, but. Yeah, no, it's a lot more than that. I think it's probably the best degree. I genuinely believe that it's the best degree because if you learn computer science, it gives you the most power, in my opinion, out of every degree. You can literally do anything, go into any industry with it. Like the computer science degree, you don't necessarily, if you're at a decent uni, which most of them are, they teach you the fundamentals. Not necessarily, you don't go there and learn how to code in Python or how to be an expert in Java. No, they teach you the fundamentals so you can learn any language. So computer science, the reason why it's so cool is because you can basically go into any industry, farming, cosmetics, into gaming, into sports, and everywhere, every business in the world like requires computing, right?
So would you say that potential it has is what helped you pick?
Yeah. Also, the fact that you could come to me, let's say about Sliders podcast, and ask me to create a Sliders app so that people can think. Like, basically, there is so much.
Do the people want
the
a
word?
Sliders app?
I mean, maybe. Hey, listen. But yeah, like, yeah, you can. There's so much. What's the word? Like freedom. You can basically do whatever you want. If you want to work for yourself, you want to work for a company. I think that's probably one of the coolest parts about it. But yeah, so it's you learn about code, you learn how to code, and
yeah, I think you glossed over it. But how did you find the course? Because you came in for something else. And
sorry, yeah. So I was talking to those guys, and they were just telling me about it, and I really, really like kind of fell in love with what they were saying. And did
was this at
more
the
research
desk in Newcastle?
Yeah.
Okay.
And also, so then I did a little bit more research into it, and it's like I kind of fell in love because with history, I kind of didn't. I liked history, but I didn't know. Like, I love history. I'm a nerd for history. Listen, I love history so much. So is this guy, but yeah. Sorry. But yeah, with computer science, the jobs, like what I want to do for the rest of my life, sounds way more interesting with computer science. With history, the only things I could think of doing after that was maybe law. And hey, your boy can't be able to do all that reading. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Dude. So,
but what's mad is Mo has a passion for history, and in a different episode, I spoke to him about blending the two. Like, he does mechanical engineering, and he could find a way to work close with history while still utilizing his degree. And like with computer science, surely there's something that blends with if your passion for history is there, because you also have a passion for games as well, and I feel like your computer science helps you in that avenue if you want to go into anything to do with games, sort of, right?
I don't really think I want to, but I don't know. I guess I'll see. I think just the coolest thing about it is, like, it basically ticks all my boxes. I love group work, and that's all you do in computers, like in any kind of workplace. I'm going to be working in a group, in a team. I love that stuff. I like being a leader, and you can do that in computer science. Like, you work with a team constantly. It's like you create things, which I like to do, and it's always new things, completely new things. So I love that. I think that's so cool. And I think computer science, I can do that. Like, dude, when I was on my gap year, like, I was working retail. It was so dead. I was gonna say that's what. Can you swear on this or no?
Yeah, you can swear.
Oh, okay. Why did you? Okay. Anyway, so yeah, like, it was just the worst. I worked retail, and like I think that's what kind of sealed the deal. Is like, I knew that whatever I do, it kind of, I want to be able to wake up and enjoy my job. And with computer science, personally for me, I see that. With history, like law, I don't know, the money's okay, but I don't really care about the money. It was more I just wanted to enjoy my career. So yeah.
Okay. And what would you say the demographics are in computer science? Like, as far as race-wise and gender-wise?
Hey, listen, your boy can't miss a lecture because, bro, there's 3 black people. Hey, you count the shadows. Hey, hey, they know I'm not there. They know when I don't attend. That's the annoying thing. But maybe that's a Newcastle thing. There's not many black people. In terms of like racial demographics, like, I would say it's. I mean, I think it's majority white, but again, like, I think that's just any course. And again, we go to Newcastle, we're in Newcastle. So I think that has an impact. I think in terms of gender, actually, I was surprised how many girls there are in the course. I thought it'd be way less. But it still is majority male, obviously. And that is a problem that has been picked up by the industry. Like, computer science is dominated by men, and they're always on the lookout for women. So if you are a girl and you're interested in computer science, or you're not really sure what to pick, I think definitely do some research in computer science, because the money's really good. And if you're a girl, there's so many jobs for you and so many more options for you, because companies are always trying to, increase the demographics or whatever. So there's a big opportunity for women in tech and in computer science in general. Yeah.
So when making a personal statement, like when did you do that? Did you have to make a personal statement, or was it a clearing thing? Like,
I did a personal statement, and I'm so proud of it. It was so sexy. It was actually beautiful. I got all my offers. Oh, it was so sexy. This personal statement was the most beautiful thing I've ever done in my life. Oh my God. Listen,
okay, what made it beautiful?
If you know me, I'm illiterate.
True.
I'm illiterate.
Facts.
My grammatical ability, I don't even know if that's a word. A. Example A. My grammar is terrible, but that was the best piece of written work I've ever done.
Man speaks in code.
Yeah.
This guy just understands straight Python, fam.
Yeah, I really loved it. What I did was I talked about. I watched, because I was interested in gaming. I used to watch gaming developer conference. It's called the GDC, the Gaming Developer Conference, where they have hour long. I recommend it if you want to sleep. That shit. Oh yeah, you can swear. That is so good to put on while you're in bed and just listening to it. It's really good. So I was watching one of those talks, and there was this guy. Oh, I forgot his name. He made the game Braid. I'm sure some people know. One of the most famous developers, and he was talking about the parasitical nature of the gaming industry, and he did a lecture on it, and I was like, well, I opened up with it. I was like, after watching this lecture on the parasitical thing of the gaming industry, I'm gonna check. I started with a mad statement. I was like, I'm going to change this. I'm going to change the parasitical nature of the gaming industry for some mad statement. And then you're like, what? And then you read it on, and it's like, after watching this, and I then made me of that. It's so good. It was so good. I was so proud of it.
So research and waffle is what you're saying. Research.
No, I think if you're making a personal statement, the most important thing is you link. You make sure that universities love a story, and that you've done personal research into something. So for example, let's say Mo, for example, who likes history, is is your government there? Can I see your name?
Mo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
All right, fine. Yeah, he's called Mo. So let's say Mo likes history, right? So let's say he watched something about tech and history or whatever. If you I think the most important thing is to be genuine. Before I was just talking about how computer science is the coolest subject ever, and I was kind of copying other people. But then I kind of just no, why do I really what do I really want to do? And at that point, I wanted to become a game developer. Well, that's where I saw myself anyway. And I wanted to change the gaming industry. I wanted to that was my dream. And I was like, cool, that's genuinely why I want to study computer science. So let's say you're a girl and you want to do it because you find this finance interesting. Talk about how you read a book on finance and you did this and this and this. The most important thing about personal statements is that you basically path a pavement of research to basically to basically say you found an interest and you've done more. That's what they want to see, if that makes sense.
Okay. And what would you say now? Because you're saying you wanted to change the gaming industry in your personal statement.
Yeah.
But what would you say your long-term goal with your degree has changed, or is it still the same thing?
100%.
Okay, so what is it now? What are you trying to do with your computer science degree?
Well, so originally I wanted to do I was interested in game development, but I was completely open to be to fall in love with different things and to be I'll just let the water take me. I'll just go with the flow. Yeah, sorry. Another example of my
Let the water take me.
Let the water
I'm trying to sound
take
fancy,
me to the
man.
river.
I'm trying to sound fancy. Dude, okay. So originally I didn't really care. I wanted to do that. I knew I liked gaming, but I was down for whatever. I was so interested in computer science. I was like, cool, I'll just do whatever. Whatever sounds most interesting. Cool. I'm down to be influenced. And definitely now, I would say my goal is to probably work for Google. Like that's basically my biggest change. Like I think before I had no real goal, and I was kind of like, oh, I'm down for whatever. But I think if you're after attending networking events, please do that. If you're a student, I'm begging you, please attend networking events. It is the most crucial thing you can do. Set up a LinkedIn and just go, like, take the bullet on Bright Network. There's a few others, think like SDK. I don't know. There's a few others for like if you're doing finance and stuff and other subjects.
And you say work for Google.
Yeah.
Oh, what steps are you taking towards that? Like from when you realize this is what you want to do to where you are now. Like what have you done towards that?
So with computer science, the most important thing is projects. So on your CV, they don't really care if you worked at this place for a year and have this experience, unless it includes like obviously teamwork and other things like that. It's cool. But in computer science, and this is why a degree is not necessary for computer science at all. It's very, very cool, and it will basically, it'll definitely help with a lot of things. But if you are just interested in computer science, you can do any degree, do a 1-year boot camp, and you're guaranteed a job in the industry anyway. Like the most important thing with computer science is projects. Okay. So I need to build my portfolio of projects, increase my networking, so get some contacts with Google and some other people in the.
So what was the question?
So it was steps taken towards Google, and I think you were mentioning the projects part.
Yeah. So sorry. Yeah. So with when you're applying to anywhere, any kind of anyone that's looking at your CV for a software development job, or kind of computer science related career, the most important thing is projects. So for projects, I mean like projects in a language or software development projects, basically. So these can be things you've done at hackathons or which.
Wait, those are real
hackathons? Yeah.
I thought that was in like social network.
No, I can talk about that after if you want.
Oh yeah.
So
wait, have you ever hacked someone?
So basically,
do you use your powers for evil?
So basically, I think so. Yeah. So the thing they look at most is projects. So I know so if I wanted to work for Google, projects are the most important thing, and then projects is essential, and increasing my my range of projects, and networking. So making sure I'm attending networking events, hackathons, talking to people there, and and also there's a thing called Google University program. I'm pretty sure anyone can apply, so join that. They have their own hackathons and things you can join and do. So any kind of thing to get into their radar. Networking is the most important, crucial thing you guys can do. If you are a first year, if you're looking into going to uni, attend these things called Bright Network events. Like they're free networking programs, and there's loads online if you do the research. But yeah, that's probably what I'm going. That's my aim for Google: increase my projects and stuff.
No, that's
obviously after my stream.
That's really good stuff.
Panda Senpai on Twitch.
Okay, all right. How many is that? No, this is disrespecting the podcast now. Don't worry, this let me see the light of day. You keep doing that. All right, so now onto more of the studying aspect of your university. Like if that was the beginning, now it's like, how do you study? Do you have any unique methods? You say there's a lot of group work, but like how do they assess you and stuff? So what is that process like?
Computer science is it's like a mathematical subject in the sense that, and like any mathematical subject in the sense that you can't. It's not like history or something where you kind of study the stuff and learn that. Computer science, it's like maths. The only way you can learn it is practice. You have to do it. There's math modules too. So yeah, I would say the best way that I found is you just have to do it. You have to code. You have to go make mistakes, ask questions. And then you learn and learn and learn. And the more projects you make, the more lessons you learn. Hey, and a lot of coding is copy paste Google. It sounds crazy, but dead ass. You can ask people. You can go on these software development. You can ask people on Google. You can ask people anywhere. 80% of coding is what do I do? Type it in on Google.
You just see the rest of the code.
Stack Overflow. I'm having this problem. How do I do this? Copy paste, copy paste, copy paste. So that's like a lot of computer science. It's more like everyone's stuck. They go to different people and they ask like, well, how do I do this in Java? Like, da 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 da. Okay. So yeah, that's
honest.
No. Like, they'd ask like that is a skill in coding. Like looking up Google, Stack Overflow, and all those things.
Are you allowed to do that for assignments?
Yeah, so you are, because it's not like a thing of like
plagiarism.
Yeah, it's not really a thing of that. It's because again, they'll say like, for example, like, how do I do a for loop? Like, you won't know what I'm talking about, but like it's a specific thing in code that makes like it basically loops something according to like
I did
a variable.
Science in GCSEs, mate. I think I know.
Same here.
We know our stuff.
I've used small basic.
Sorry. Okay. Would you like to explain what a for loop is then, mate?
Yeah. So basically, you get 0, 1, and then another
all right.
0.
Anyway, so
okay. All right. Cool.
Yeah, like for example, like let's say Taff here doesn't know anything about coding, and I was like, make a for loop. So you just go Google it and think. But genuinely, that is a skill. Expect a lot of that. It's a lot of Google. It's a lot of asking your friends, like, how do you do this? How do you do this? Because it's not something like it's genuinely like it's not going to be covered in lectures because with computer science, one space, well, it depends on language. For example, in Java, one wrong space, your whole code doesn't work, and you don't know why. So it's a lot of like, how do I make this work? How do I make this work? It's a lot of that.
It sounds weird, but could they not change that, like to make sure that that one space doesn't ruin your whole code?
Well, that's talking about coding, but like, it depends. Like, for example, Python, it doesn't matter the spaces, but for Java, like you have to end. Let's say, for example, in Java, you have to end every line with semicolon, like every line of code. And if you miss one of those semicolons in 6,000 lines of code, doesn't work.
Can you get that automated?
No. That's what I'm saying.
Christ.
No one can like. There's things called virtual environments, virtual development environments where like they kind of help. They have shortcuts. They auto type stuff for you. Okay. Sometimes, but a lot of people. That's what I'm saying. Coding it will never be replaced because a computer can't do it. Like it will never ever be replaced, and it will always be relevant. And you're always going to get paid a lot for it because there's not enough people that do it. And that's if you're studying any course. You can always do it. You can switch from any course to it, and you can learn it on the side too. It's such a good skill. But yeah, wait, what were you asking me?
Just studying methods.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. So yeah, there's a lot of Google. It's a lot of asking your friends. Make sure you have a friend on the course, or you have friends. You know that you. For me, hey, I'm not gonna lie. Friends on the course are a bit hard. Okay. Talking about computer science students. Listen, computer science students, the weirdest people you ever meet in your life. I'm so sorry, including me. Listen.
In the 24 minutes they've had you on, Lawrence, I think they've concluded.
Listen, they cannot hold a conversation. You will see the weirdest people, I swear, in computer science.
Do you know what's mad, yeah?
I have no friends.
Someone that wants to come into computer science will watch this video like, what does that make me?
Facts. And look at yourself. Yes, you probably are like us. But
it's a community.
It's
okay, no, maybe not a community.
I don't know. It's interesting, I'll say that.
Okay.
Like for example, I know there's like that, you know, that stigma of like people that study psychology are like cool. Like, you know, it's like
they read minds and shit. Yeah. Huh? Okay. no, that pause made what I said sound stupid. But
no. I think you did that for
stop.
yourself.
What is this?
But yeah, like no, computer science, most antisocial weirdos you'll ever meet in your life,
Jesus.
Including me. And yeah, like obviously,
has there any been like any standout like out the norm people that left an impression? Like, could you give us an example?
No.
Okay.
Because like that's first of all,
it's the community. Like there's a wall of silence.
Without saying their name.
Huh?
Any impressions that a person's left?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, I'll tell you the impression I made.
That's fair.
So
he'll protect his brethren.
So we were coding, right? It was a workshop, and that means you go and you work on the computers and you do the projects they've set out and you have time to do it, whatever. And I was, sitting with a few people. making small talk, which is a big deal for me because, hey, listen, your boy struggles with talking to strangers or people that I hate small talk. I'm so bad at it. And I panic in my head. And so, like, yeah, we're talking and they asked me to, like, where do you guys want to go? And I said, no, they kind of invited me implicitly. And I was like, I genuinely, this was like, you know, beginning of first year. And I was like, genuinely like, I'm going to make some friends. But I was too scared of running out of things to say. So I said, I'm just going to read manga in a cafe. And then everyone just looked at me. And I was like, yeah. And then I left. And I never talked to those guys again. And I was really sad.
You know, when you say, like, to the waiter, you have a good meal too. I think it was one of them ones where you look like...
Oh, no.
Wait, so they were like, where do you guys want to go? Like, you want to guys grab a meal? And you're like, I'm going to read manga. Was it like that?
Yeah.
Why didn't you just say, I'm down to eat too?
No, because I didn't want to.
Oh, you didn't want to? Oh, fair
Because I
enough.
was scared of small talk.
Oh, right.
I was like, what if I... Like, it's
shit,
like
nigga, you
social
didn't have to do all
interaction
that.
or catching up to One Piece.
Okay.
I'm going to find out what Nami's doing. So, yeah.
Fair enough. Well, you were honest, though. Did you actually go out and read the manga then?
Yes, I just...
Fair enough.
This might make me sad, but so in uni sometimes there's hour breaks, and because I didn't talk to anyone in my course really, like I didn't talk to anyone like that. Like I have people that I sit next to, and like, oh hey, and they think they know my name and I know theirs, but yeah, like for a lot of it, I kind of just chilled, enjoyed my own company, and I would just go to the cafe or like thing and read manga, or you know, chill and do like an hour of work, or chill and do a thing. And again, for anyone that's going to university, I think one thing you need to learn or know is no matter what course you do, you don't have to worry about specifically finding friends in your course. In terms of like your friends in your course won't be your only friends. I mean, I have these guys, and like I have other friends that aren't on my course.
Yeah, we don't know this nigga. I mean, we saw him on Instagram. He does the computer science thing.
Stop it.
Let's have him on. I don't know this guy.
Exactly.
Yeah, like
I think it's important to make friends in your course. But just like for me, I thought that all my friends would be on computer science. But just know, like, you're gonna have friends in most likely in loads of different subjects. So don't worry about like having your friends in your course that oh my god, like that you really click with. Have acquaintances. Because you can still ask them for help on work. You can still ask them for specific things. Yeah. But you don't have to be boys, or like you don't have to, you know, or like really good friends. Like, you know, you can just be acquaintances, and that's so cool. Like you can have specific, like, you know, yeah. So I think that's important.
What would you say a major obstacle or one of the biggest obstacles you encountered was
in where
to do with your course?
Oh my god, computer science has the biggest wall or wall to entry. Like when you first do it, it is horrible. You have to do so much like of your own. Well, for me, I found it very, very horrible because you have to do so much. Like nothing really makes sense when they start talking about coding, and it's really hard to get into, and you're going to be struggling, especially if you're just watching lectures. Like, remember when I said it was a very like practical thing? You really just have to keep going, and eventually you'll reach a point where you're like, wow, I get it. And everything starts clicking, and it feels amazing. After that, it becomes one of the best. Like it's such a cool feeling.
And have you
but
reached
until
that
point, it's horrible.
Have you reached that mountain?
Well, so I see coding is something that you have to keep doing or you forget. So I've reached that mountain many a time. I will do it and I'll be like, yeah. And then I took a break for summer to do stuff. Then I came back and I was like, oh, I hate this. Why am I doing this? And then finally, oh my God, this is lit. Oh my God.
Okay.
Like the sunglasses on, the analyzing matrix, you know, all that stuff. So yeah.
As far as facilities now, like, would you say a uni offers you facilities? Do you do computer sciencing with your home computer, or can you rely on your uni's computers? Yeah,
you can. So in Newcastle, they have. So as I said, it's split into. So computer science, you do lectures, and then after the lectures, specifically like coding lectures, you'll do workshops where you'll go and you'll code for 2 hours. Like, so they have in their computers and they have you code on there and everything like that. Most coding you do at uni won't be that demanding, so you don't even need a good PC to do it. Like it's Python is isn't very demanding, and Java isn't like that crazy. So you can do that on any machine, really. So yeah, I know that's a big question for a lot of people. Having a nice laptop helps though. For me, I recently got a touchscreen laptop because, oh my God, printing out lectures is so annoying, and a lot of the time you want to like write notes on it. So I got a touchscreen laptop, so I don't have to print out the lectures. I can just draw on the laptop while I'm in lecture. So that'll be cool.
Speaking about lectures, actually, what would you say the quality of your lectures are? Like your lecturers?
It varies. My maths lecture is like the best lecture I've ever had. Ever.
Actually, I was going to say, give us your best and worst.
Yeah, my maths guy is amazing. He's so cool. And I think computer science is so cool because it's the best kind of maths, decision maths. I don't know if you guys have done it.
What's that?
It's like way more problem solving. So like connecting nodes and like algorithms. So like sorting method of like following steps to get somewhere. It's like so cool. It's way less statistical. It's way less numbers. It's more like logic. It's like puzzles.
Is
it's
it
so
the
fun.
one like if this then that?
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Hey, I told you, fam. We've done this. GCSE in that. Come on, Mo.
If this, move your hand, bro.
Yeah.
But we-
Wait, when you talk about that kind of maths, you talk about like Dijkstra's algorithm and shit like that.
Yeah. So
Oh, yeah.
Move.
What do you
You don't know
mean?
what Dijkstra's
you
algorithm
disgust me,
is.
bro.
Diesel's what? wait, what did you say?
They don't cover that course.
You see, slurred his words.
No, I didn't.
What?
Dijkstra's algorithm.
Dietz. Dijkstra's algorithm. What's that?
I couldn't even explain it. All it is I know it's something to do with like if you have a path, loads of different nodes,
Okay.
Dijkstra's algorithm is supposed to figure out the shortest route for you to reach all nodes without like crossing back or going over like the same node. more than
I'm
once.
surprised you remember that. Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember it from because I did A levels and you touched upon it doing like
Okay.
what D1 I want to say it was.
Yeah, D1, yeah.
D1, but then I don't remember it from then, but my girlfriend, she does computer science. And
Okay.
yeah, she talks about it.
Flexing on us for girlfriend.
Hey, man.
Oh, sorry.
Get you a girl that teaches you computer science, bro.
Yeah. Hacks your computer when you think you're cheating.
This nigga's stupid.
Like, that's mad. In the world of technology,
man.
yeah. If she's a master of technology, you're not cheating, fam. You hack your FaceTime real quick.
You're silly.
You're better FaceTiming your side girl and you just hacks it. Yeah, man. Where were you? Your best
But then
and
your
worst
best,
lecturer.
but then your worst lecturer
Yeah.
then.
Who's your worst?
Oh my God. This woman, yeah. Bro, I'm so tired of her. To be fair, yeah.
Well done.
She did me a solid recently, so I won't beat her out too much. But listen, this lecturer, yeah. Oh my God, she's like, bro, she doesn't understand that, like, people, like, she's like a substitute teacher. Oh my God, she'll start a lecture and she'll be like, "I'm waiting for everybody to stop talking," and then everyone will stop, yeah, and we'll just be like wanting her to teach. She'll do 2 sentences. One Donny, yeah, he doesn't give a fuck about the course. Yeah, he's like something about League of Legends, and then so the lecturer will be like, "I've told you we are waiting." Like, oh my god, and she's like so young. I think it's her first. Like, it was like we're like one of her few classes, and like she gets so upset, and then she'll sit and cry for 5 minutes about how we don't get her respect, which gives her less respect from everyone. We're literally just trying to learn, like, bro, there's always going to be people talking, no matter what. You're never going to have 100% of the class.
Yeah.
And
Like, we're just asking, like, you know, for her to teach. And the worst part is she puts 3 bullet points on the slide and goes, most of her slides, of all people, rely on her to talk and us to make notes on what she's saying. But half the time, she's just crying about Sally, who's talking in the background. And then when she starts crying, guess what? People start paying less attention and she gets more upset. Like, and then she has genuine fits. Like, she said, she has like genuine, like, she cries, I'm pretty sure. Because at the beginning of her set, she's like, "Guys, what's wrong? What's wrong with me? Guys, like, I'm really trying with you. And I I don't understand. Like, if there's something wrong, please email me.
That's mad.
Oh, the best part was no. This is actually a funny story. So she's had an insecure about her lecturing, yeah, which I would be too, if I was you. But anyway, so she's insecure about her lecturing, and then at the end of the third lecture, yeah, everyone hates her at this point because we literally doing nothing the whole time, nothing.
You know what's mad? I wonder if she'll watch this one time. Like, oh, I wonder what they said about computer science.
No, I hope she does because she needs to learn. I'll sit in a room and teach her. She is incompetent. Anyway, but she did me a solid recently, so I'm gonna try and make it less bait because I had best stories, but they're actually so rude, and I don't want to bait her out like that. Jesus, but anyway, yeah, this story is funny. So no. There's peak stories, but I won't say them. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, like so we're just learning about stuff, yeah, and then Kazoot. So she goes.
You mean Kahoot?
Kahoot, sorry.
Kazoot. So she goes,
Lawrence.
Kazoot. That's an instrument.
Kahoot. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So she opens up the Kahoot at the end of the thing, and it said something like, "Do you like me?" No, it was like my skills as a lecturer. It was like how you like my lectures. Like, do you enjoy me as your lecturer? And it was like,
wait, that's what someone named themselves.
Yeah, that's what she. That
was the question she asked,
yeah.
and you see the graphs after it, yeah. And she puts it up there, and then she's like, "My friends told me not to put this up, but I did it anyway." And everyone's looking like, "Yo, this is gonna be peak. Like, she's gonna be violated in front of everyone." So I know some people click yes because they didn't want her to face that violation.
Yeah.
67% no, I don't enjoy you as a lecturer, or no, I don't like you, or no thing. 30, yeah.
Why would you
as soon as she did that, yeah, the graph came on, people laughing, like everyone was like, some people were quiet, shocked, and she looked at it. She's like, "Oh well," like you could tell she was hurt. She's hurt, and I was just dying because I was like, I was gonna be one of the people that clicked yes to help her out, but I was like, no, this woman needs to learn. She needs to learn.
Christ, Lawrence.
And she was like, so I said, no, I hate her, and I was like, and then yeah, so but she was like, guys, like, please, like, send me emails of what I can do to improve. But like, I really don't have no sympathy because she's one of those people that says she wants to, but she can't handle criticism. So I don't understand. Like, do you want us to tell you what you're doing wrong or not? Like, just please.
Teachers have feelings too.
Yeah,
that needs to be considered.
I can tell because she's crying her feelings out.
Why would
lecture.
she do that to herself?
Yeah,
man?
My friends told me not to, but I did it.
That's
anyway.
that's what you put on a fucking Instagram caption.
Yeah,
my friends told me not to post, but they wanted it, so here you go. Jesus is Lord.
Silly woman.
Hey, let's move on from that. Man. I don't want to talk about this idea too much.
I'm sure she's gotten better.
Yeah, she has. She's probably improved. All right. Hey, describe your hardest and easiest assignment. How about that? That's something like that cannot possibly go wrong. What would you describe as your hardest and your easiest assignment?
Cool, that's a good question. So, I would say my easiest assignment probably for me was the maths. I think I'm naturally, especially decision maths, I really, really love. It's like problems. It's like puzzles. They're fun little puzzles. So that is really, really easy, I think, for me, because as well, the lecturer is so amazing. All you need is his lectures and you're basically good to go. You just need to go through it. And he also gives practice questions after as well in his own thing. So if you do every single practice question and you go through it all, you basically know how to do everything. So you just have to like brute force it. So I would say those are the easiest. The hardest is kind of when the programming projects when you first are learning how to code. One was like, One recently, for example, was So one of the hardest I did was, it's called brown coding, where they give you a long, huge code, like a project, and they say there's problems, identify all the problems and make the code work, and improve on the code if you can, and you get marks for fixing the amount of errors.
Yeah, that sounds cool.
Yeah, it sounds it.
Sounds cool, but it sounds hard at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So it was hard. For one of the, I've done it twice now. One of them was fixing a game called Othello, which is like it's like if you look it up, it's a game.
Is that the one with the blacks and whites?
Yeah.
Othello. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you laugh?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I didn't know how to dissect that, but yes, it is. Yeah, it's like with the tiles, the black and white tiles, and yeah. No, because I didn't know if you were talking about the play or the game.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about the game, Othello.
Okay.
Jesus Christ, Lawrence.
Okay. I don't even, do you know the Shakespeare play?
Yeah, and the play as well.
Okay.
Yeah, Othello. Othello was a black guy.
I know.
Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, you're a thespian as well. But yeah. Thespian. Lawrence.
I know. I was
Why did
surprised
you
you use that big word.
Let's really just carry on.
Sorry. I'm proud of
Shambles.
you. Bro. I'm proud of you. Sorry.
This guy is actually dumb.
Sorry. So yeah. So we had to code. So yeah, the game. Basically, it was a game, and you clicked like run the code, didn't work, and it was horrible because it's a huge pile of code, and none of it works, and you can't figure out why. And it's all this. It's like coding with an error is the worst feeling ever, but it's also the most satisfying project I've ever done, because once you start learning, how to fix code, like how to print errors, like use print functions to figure out where does the code run to. Like there's loads of different print statements. Like there's loads of different things you can do. And that was at the same time I did that project was the time when I came over the wall. So it was just amazing. Like getting that done is the most satisfying feeling ever. And like I have the game still to this day on the thing. Like it plays and works. And it was so cool. Like finding errors in code. Like once you've been on it for like 3 hours, looking at the same lines of code, not understanding it, Googling at least 60 forums, all of that stuff. Once you get that thing to work, it's the best feeling ever. Like it makes it all worth it. So yeah, that's my easiest and hardest.
Okay, all right. And now for the final section. How did your course affect your mental health, or just being in uni at this point?
Depression. Yeah. So basically, yeah. So I said I'm in second year ish. That's because your boy done first year 3 times now. Well, I haven't, but twice. First time I did first year. So I dropped out due to mental health. And I'm not gonna lie, computer science. It can be very isolating because you're doing a lot of stuff on the PC, and especially if you don't find friends at uni, it can be friends in the course. It's not like English where you can just write something, like if you're not paying attention or you're stuck on something. It's not so you can't just write like around it or like submit something that just avoid that subject or like kind of like just pretend that you've done it. With computer science, if you're writing code and you're stuck on something, you cannot do anything else until you fix that specific error. If there is an error you've been looking at for 5 hours and you still don't know and you haven't got any friends to ask, you're stuck. That's it. You can't complete the assignment. That's it. You're done. And you get things sent. So it's that kind of thing of that. It's like a math problem. Like you can't go to the final step until you do this step. There is no other option. And where obviously you can't go to your teachers, or you can, but you can't ask them, how do I do this? They can guide you, but also like if it's due recent, like quickly, and you're doing it last minute, like if you don't have friends, it can be horrible. And very isolating sometimes if you don't like properly watch yourself, because you're coding, you're at a PC, and yeah, when you are stuck on that code or like you are on that thing, like it can be hard. Especially computer science people we're not the most social subject. Like it can be hard to find friends. I'm like pretty bubbly guy, and I've really struggled to find friends on the course.
How do you keep your physical health? Because I feel like that one, like posture and stuff, excuse me, eyesight, those things there, is that something you watch out for? Because it's one of them, like, because you're behind the computer for so long.
Well,
do you keep an eye out?
I'm a gamer, so before computer science, my posture is still terrible.
Oh. No, I think you have a good posture. You don't slouch. You don't. I don't see you
do.
slouch.
I'm in a thing that's leaning me back. I do slouch, and like I think when standing up, I'm pretty bad posture. Like I'm at a computer for time, but in terms of physical fitness, like it's not that deep. Like as long as you like, it's like anything. It's any subject. You just have to make sure you're doing something. I recommend do a sport, or I do volleyball, or I did when Corona law, and gym and all that stuff. So yeah, it's like anything. You are going to be at a computer for a long time, but I mean, if you're used to it, which most people are in our generation anyway, it's nothing too crazy. It's not like you're doing anything like crazy. But yeah, I mean, it's always good to go and do something physical. But yeah, to touch back on the mental health thing, I think like it can be very isolating. So that's why finding anyone that you can talk to about a problem is really, really important, I think. Like, I think it wasn't just that, but uni in general can be quite tough. And like, yeah, computer science isn't very, it's not very social, so it can be hard. However, where I am anyway, in Newcastle, I will say, the computer science staff, probably some of the best in terms of like helping with that stuff. Like if you need any, like use university materials, please, and resources. Email your lecturers. When you're not feeling, or you're completely behind, or you haven't talked to your group in ages, or the university is so good. Or the computer science people that I've talked to, like even the lecturer that is just shit. Sorry. Oh yeah, you can swear. Yeah, even that person, as I said, she did a solid recently. Like she's like, everyone is really, really good and helpful. And
wait, let's redeem her, man. Like, what good stuff did she do, man?
No, she's just like, she helped me stay on the course, basically. Like she helped me a lot with some of the problems I had with my one of my retake things, and like she basically stood up for me. Well, not stood up for me, but she really heard me out and from some of the problems I was having. And all that stuff. So it's like, yeah, like the computer science people the staff has been really amazing. And I wouldn't be at uni still if the head of computer science in Newcastle at the time hadn't literally listened to me sit and cry tears about my life. Like he actually went to kick me off the course. And he literally was like, "What's up? Like, what's going on? Like, you're not gonna pass." And I didn't really care about staying on it at that point, but I was more like, I was just in a really, really bad position mentally. And he sat and listened to me for like an hour and said, "Listen, summer, fix yourself, come back next year if you feel like it, I'll support it." And I did that. So yeah, like in any course in uni, especially if you're a minority, it can be really, really hard on you, mental health. And if you're not minority too, like, bro, uni is tough. You're alone. Especially if you're in a uni that's away from home and you're like very homesick. I'm not really, but it's still quite isolating being alone by yourself, especially when you got computer science and it's just on the computer. So yeah, definitely be wary of it.
Okay. And just to link that in, because you've given a lot of advice, but is there something else you'd like to advise people thinking about joining the course?
Let me just do the FAQs. So, do I have to know coding for computer science? No, you don't. Maybe look at it a bit. You can do it if you want in summer before you study it, but you don't have to know it. It doesn't put you behind anyone else. Because it kind of does. I mean, people that know it are going to have an easier time. Again, when I said the wall, climbing that. But yeah, no, you don't. Prepare for a lot of self-teach of Google, because that is the course. Lectures don't teach you how to code. Experience does. Code Academy, I'm telling you, we had 4 lecturers teaching us how to code and the problems. Everyone was still using Code Academy, which is basically a website which literally gives you and teaches you how to code, like the basics. So amazing. Prepare to Google stuff. What's the other one? Is there lots of money in it? Yes, loads. Every kind of stage. Think about it. It's one of the most desirable skills in the world. It will never, ever, ever, ever run out. Computers are the future. Every single industry in the whole world needs it. So, regardless of your interest, You can literally do whatever you want, including your own. You can basically help any of your friends or yourself with any idea you have, make that reality in what, like a month with a lot of coding. So yeah. Any more advice? Do a sport, make friends. Don't condone things. What does
that mean?
Sorry, don't be around people that do things you don't condone. Like, stay yourself, stay true to yourself. Like, yeah, I think that's an important thing at uni. I think a lot of people allow certain things because it's like uni, but yeah, like for example, like rape culture or if you're not a heavy drinker or you don't like doing drugs like ket and all that stuff, don't change yourself to fit in with other people at uni. Be you, and you'll find people that are the same or appreciate that if you look. So yeah, and make sure you don't hold yourself up. I know if you're watching this and you do computer science, there might be some of you that really aren't good with in-person skills. And like, I'm being dead serious when I say that. Like, I know it's funny. I know it's a meme and stuff, like how, people say we're autistic, but like genuinely, I know for a fact if you're doing computer science, most likely your in-person skills aren't great. And if that is the case, please push yourself, at least in the first few weeks, to just try and reach out to people, especially in the course, and make at least one friend, because it will help you innumerably. Get in the group chats so that you can get all the answers from a lot of people, or know when the certain coursework's up, or see where everyone's at. And yeah, those are probably my biggest.
And then like some life knowledge that you've picked up in your university journey as well.
Cool. So when I'm feeling down, or when I'm really looking for something entertaining to watch, there's this Twitch streamer called Panda Senpai, and he's really cool to watch.
Fuck this guy, man. Listen, this is just the fifth time
he's
done it.
Whoa.
No,
apart from that.
This is the worst guest we've ever had on. He's had the cheek to put his... Listen, we're gonna toss this guy out the window.
Life advice.
The way you fooled me as well.
Who am I to offer life advice, bro?
No, life advice
bro,
you've
you
learned.
See the stream?
So what have you learned?
No, Lawrence. Life advice you've learned in uni.
Oh, in uni. Sorry, I'm with you. Well, if you ask these guys, I mean, I'm living with them next year. You can ask them my living position right now. Household skills. Oh my God, I'm learning. Try keep yourself clean.
No, he's not.
Your room represents your mental state. Facts. So if your room's messy, you're thinking messy. I promise you. When I was going through my worst stage of mental health, like my room's a mess now, but it doesn't. You can ask Taff, because Taff saw it. He didn't know the color of my carpet. No, he didn't know I had a carpet. Like your room represents your mental state. And
student accommodations are very small rooms as well.
Yeah.
But that's to like give some leeway into the whole like mess on the floor. Like it's very easy to like get rid of your entire floor.
Yeah.
Like in the student accom. But
easy.
Even still.
Especially when you're like doing like stuff like takeaway whenever you want, because I know my house doesn't order takeaway much. Or like you can order whatever food, like you can get sweets, cake. You can eat cake every day if you want. Like it's you. However, like that stuff builds up. And if you're wondering about your mental health, first sign will be your room. 100%. First time will be a room for your mental health, and keep as much as like I know some of you will find it easy. Like Mo's a very clean person, so even if you have mental health problems, you'll be clean. However, if you're like me and you ain't the cleanest person, try because it's really important. Other life advice I met at uni. As I said, don't change yourself for anyone. Try to be as much yourself as possible. And don't allow your friends to do things that like. Make sure you talk out, especially when you see stuff you don't like. Don't be afraid of that. Obviously, keep yourself safe and all that. Like, don't do it if you're scared of your personal safety. Other stuff like mental health is probably the biggest one. Like,
just to add on as well to your list, would you say you've learned anything useful like on your course that you take with you or use on a daily? Like, oh, that's interesting about computers. So.
Yeah, so I mean, computer science is always stuff like that, 100%. Like just in terms of like for example, how companies manage data, how much data there actually is in the world, like how companies sell data, like all that kind of stuff is so interesting, and like so useful. I know like one of my friends, so I have loads of friends that have finished computer science, you know, going into the world of work. Loads of them have figured out ways to like use their course to like analyze like things like stocks, and things that help them with their like finance stuff. That's really cool. Like computer science, you're always gonna find something useful. Like 100%, always. And so there's that. And networking is probably the biggest one. Yeah, the biggest thing in terms of professional, make sure you have a LinkedIn. Please get on that. Make sure you have a LinkedIn. No matter who you are, no matter how you think, it doesn't matter. I promise you it does. Make a LinkedIn, and connect with. Don't just connect with anyone. Connect with people that are doing the same kind of things as you. Yeah, so do that. Attend networking events, and yeah. But I can't really think of anything else on course specifically.
What were some of the wins, losses, and lessons overall?
Wins, I would say in uni in general, meeting you guys, like meeting like I think what I wanted was like cool people that liked anime and nerdy stuff, that like also were like just chill and like also like social, you know, because I actually really like to party or club and stuff like that too.
Bro, that hoodie's notorious in club, fam.
Yeah.
When we first met you, you used to wear that hoodie, fam. I'm not hoodie, that jumper, sorry.
This
hoodie
gets dubs. But yeah, like yeah. My friends, probably some of the biggest wins. Also, like, I finally got a goal in life. I never had a goal. I didn't care what job I had before, but now I know, like, I want to work for Google, like 100%. Like, well, actually, it's either streaming or Google. Right now, I'm kind of at a crossroads. Whatever works out, works out. But I'm gonna transition back into computer science, or like more like subject oriented soon. So yeah, losses, lol, depression. Yeah. The like attending lectures and stuff, I was so bad at. Still am terrible at. Emails and stuff. Oh my god, check your emails at uni, please. Oh, I'm so bad at it. Please check your emails constantly. Bro, I nearly got kicked out of the course at one point. I didn't even know. What was the other one? Wins, losses, lessons. Yeah, lessons. Check your emails. And also, don't judge people. Again, I came into the course, especially in my first year. This is like thing. I was like, I want to meet cool computer science people, and I'm going to be friends with cool computer science people. And
Time
yeah,
to restart the computer.
Error.
So yeah, like I remember like I wanted to like meet cool computer science people, and only those, like I wanted to meet like the cool kind of kids in the lectures, because I thought I was like one of them. Like I was like, yeah, I'm not really a nerd. Like I'm kind of like hip, so I wanted to meet other hip people, and then I rejected the first few people who were like, you know, stereotypical geeky kind of thing. And I was like, no,
because you thought you were better than them.
Yeah.
And where did you land?
Well, not I thought I was better specifically, but I thought like I wanted my friend group to be different. Like I had a vision. Do not come to uni with a complete vision of what you idealize to be your friend group. Go with the flow. Like that was such a big mistake. And I turned down so many free friends that I shouldn't have. Because I thought
all my friends would be a Labour Party, fam. Then you have Mo.
Personally, I think political memes are kind of cringe.
Oh,
but yeah. I didn't know you considered it interesting.
yeah.
Don't worry about me. Continue your talk.
fair enough.
Fam.
Margaret Thatcher game?
I'm not spreading
fair
on
enough.
Margaret Thatcher. Fam.
Okay, fair enough. But yeah. What was I even saying?
Your lessons.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, like don't like they're like. I wish I didn't judge people at the first glance, and now when I redid my first year and came back after the mental health thing, I was talking to everyone, and like judging people at first glance is so stupid anyway. Like it's so stupid, especially for computer science. Like, so what if someone like looks like super geeky, bro? Like someone might like the coolest people I met on the course, like they're like that, and like once you get to know people more, like they open up more, and someone can look really awkward when you first talk to them, but
just shy, my guy.
Literally.
You're a piece of shit, fam. I can't believe you did that.
I really am.
Nah, we shouldn't have brought this guy into the podcast. I'm so sorry.
But,
I'm so sorry. We didn't know he was like this.
I was worried I'll take over your job, bro. Yeah, I would say that's the biggest thing. Like, please make friends and don't judge people. Especially in computer science.
And the final question, is uni a scam?
With computer science, if you're from America, if you're an American viewer, or anyone international, and you're coming here and paying 21K, you're stupid. You're dumb. There's no excuse. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the camera. You're dumb. No, I'm sorry. There's no excuse for it. Especially in computer science. 21K a year for this silly course. No way. With computer science, you do not, I repeat, do not have to do a degree to work at Google or any of the top companies in the world that have the best paying checks. No, you don't. You can do a coding bootcamp for probably like close to 6K. Some of them are free. And if you like meet specific requirements or do a test and and they take a year, or you can do it while you're at work somewhere else, and maybe it's like 2 years or 3 years. And you can get a job at Google. Everything you do in computer science can be covered in this bootcamp. So yeah, with computer science, I would say maybe, but I think going to uni has changed me so much. I'm a better person, like genuinely a better person. Before I thought I was Jesus, or I thought I was like the main protagonist of some like, I was just the best guy. I thought I was just literally so gifted.
All right, let's turn this off.
But yeah, like uni's humbled me, and not just humbled me, but like it's like really showed me like, okay, I've had more time to like develop as an adult, and like I know I'm like literally the same as, if you think you're special, you're not. I'm sorry, you're not. There's 7 billion people on this planet. You're not. Everyone thinks they're special. You're not. And that's not a bad thing. You just have to be aware of it. In the sense.
No, you can think you're special, but I feel like what you're talking more about is having an over-exaggerated ego, or like
maybe
because like, it's fine thinking you're special, but like it's when you take it to those extreme lengths or where it becomes detrimental, where that mentality starts to not work to your favor anymore.
Yeah, maybe. I think it's just more of a thing of like, just like it's humbled me a lot. Like it's humbled me on a crazy level. I would say I still have some quite severe narcissistic tendencies, but
we don't need to go
it's
into
humbled
that
me.
comments.
It's humbled me a lot. Like,
okay.
And yeah.
And this has been Snyder's podcast. Thank you, Lawrence, for coming here. Do you have anything
We're
to plug?
sliding out.
Wait, that doesn't come here yet. That's not yours to do. That's not yours to do, Lawrence. Now, you have a stream. You're a streamer, yes.
What?
You can do, yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Nah, so what's your stream? What's your stream?
I stream at twitch.tv/pandasenpai. That's PANDASEMPIE. Senpai, that's right. We're streaming League of Legends gameplay and other stuff. Sometimes I do cooking streams. Sometimes I do some other stuff at twitch.tv.
Cut the mic!
/PANDASEMPIE.
Okay, he's still going,
SEMPIE.
We'll keep that in the description.
Monday to Friday.
We're not quitting.
Maybe that changes when I get a job. Hopefully
Not for this guy. He's done too much today. This has been Snyder's podcast. I've been your host, who's
sliding out.